Development is a term used to describe how much a country has grown in terms of its economy, technology, and the well being of its people. When we talk about development, we often compare rich and poor countries, though these terms are now often replaced with global north and global south to be more neutral. The global north generally includes countries in North America, Europe, and some in Asia and Oceania, like Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. The global south includes countries in Africa, Latin America, the Caribbean, and most of Asia. Countries in the global north are usually wealthier, have advanced technology, and strong economies. They often have better healthcare, education, and infrastructure. On the other hand, countries in the global south often face challenges like poverty, limited access to education and healthcare, and inadequate infrastructure. Many African nations are considered part of the global south and are often used as examples when discussing development challenges. Despite being rich in natural resources like gold, diamonds, and oil, many African countries struggle with poverty. For example, the Central African Republic is consistently ranked as one of the poorest countries in the world. When countries can grow enough food, they can use their resources to develop other industries. However, many African countries face challenges like difficult climates, lack of farming experience, and a focus on exploiting natural resources rather than developing agriculture. Another major issue in many African countries is corruption and inefficient governments. This can prevent resources from being used effectively and hinder development. Additionally, many African countries lack reliable access to electricity, which is essential for powering businesses, schools, and hospitals. However, there are efforts to improve access to electricity and digital technology in Africa. Initiatives like Mission 300 aim to connect millions of people to electricity by 2030. Increased internet access can also create jobs and reduce poverty. For example, a project connecting Ghana and Burkina Faso has reduced the cost of electricity in Burkina Faso and increased Ghana's ability to export electricity. It's important to remember that development is a complex process with many factors influencing a country's progress. While many African countries face significant challenges, there are also ongoing efforts to promote economic growth, improve access to essential services, and empower individuals. Ultimately, the goal of development is to improve the quality of life for all people, regardless of where they live. This requires addressing issues like poverty, inequality, and lack of access to basic necessities, while also promoting sustainable economic growth and good governance.